What is up, family? Welcome back to another video of Zach Snacks Cooking Channel, where we are cooking from my home, your home, our home. Today, as you see down below, I'm very excited about this video because today we're going to be making America's favorite Philly cheesesteaks. Now, I know you guys are ready for this video, and so am I, but just remember the Zach Snacks motto is satisfying any appetite, and that's what I'm going to do for you right here on this channel today. It don't matter what time you're watching, you can always go whip you up a Philly cheesesteak. Now, take my word for it, it is good. And before we do anything, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, which button will be down below. Also, go subscribe to my brother's channel. His information will be in the description. So without further ado, let's get to this video and make these Philly cheesesteaks. Let's get to it. This is our third video this year. I hope you are excited for this video. I personally am. So without further ado, let's get to it. So first we're going to start by, if you are using a griddle or using a skillet, the same rules will be applying to both things. So it don't matter which one you're using, but today I'm going to be doing it on the skillet. So we're going to start by preheating our skillet. So it'll take a couple minutes to preheat. So I'm going ahead and plug that up and turn on to 350. Or if you are using a skillet, just turn it to about medium. Okay? And get that done. So we're going to wait a couple minutes to let this heat up, and then we'll come back to it. Alright guys, after you have let this heat up on 350, I would just recommend turning it down just a little bit so your steak does not cook too fast. So I just recommend turning down to at least 300 or 250, okay? So just turn it down just a little bit. So you're going to need a red bell pepper. As you know, you can find any ingredients in the description for any of my recipes if you want to go shopping for them. Alright, so you're going to need a red bell pepper and a green bell pepper. Chop up our red bell pepper first. So we're going to start off by cutting the ends. Cutting that off. Cutting the front off. Then we're just going to cut just a little bit in until we're able to pull it out like that and be able to pull the inside off. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. It's going to cut around the outside of it so you can just be able to pull the inside out like this. And the inside should be able to come out easily like so. Get all them seeds out. You don't want no seeds in your Phillies. You don't want no seeds in your Phillies. Pull all that stuff to the side. As that is like that, we're going to just turn it over to its back. Then we're just going to start cutting this up in strips. Make sure your fingers are in. Cutting up to the little small strips. As big as you'll like. It don't matter. That's up to you how big you want your strips to be in your Phillies. Just cut them to your desire. But I like mine in strips like so. If you want them diced, you can just cut the other way and cut them all the way through. So that's for those. And then we're going to finish cutting these. It's a wonderful family dish to cook on any night, any occasion, Super Bowl night, anything. You just go whip you up some Philly cheesesteaks. Alright, so that is it for the red bell pepper. Now it's time for the green bell pepper. We're going to do the same thing, cut off the ends, pull the inside out, set that to the side, and then chop it up into strips. So now we're going to start out by cutting the ends, like so. We're going to see the inside. down below right now. Let me know how you guys' day is going. And remember, anytime if you're loving this episode, just hit that subscribe button down below. This is going to be for my Philly cheesesteak. If you are cooking for family, you can add more, but I'm just going to put just a couple on there for me. But I made a lot because I'm making them for family. Or if it's just you, you can put this in a freezer bag and put it in for leftovers. You can always cook it later. Now I'm going to get another knife. I'm going to get a little bit smaller knife. And then I'm just going to start chopping up our onions. So I'm going to start by cutting off the ends. Make sure you peel off the skin of the onion. That's very important also. So start by cutting off the ends. Get that to the side. Then we're going to cut this in half. Then we're going to start cutting this up. After you cut it up that way, you're going to turn it, and then you're just going to cut it the opposite direction. Because you don't want your onions to be big. I don't know if some of you caught me, but make sure you fold back your fingers so your fingers don't get cut off. I'm going to pour just a couple on here for mine, and then the rest of them I'm going to put in a bowl. I set the onions in a bowl. We're going to let this cook for a second and we'll be back. Alright guys, while that's still cooking, now before we do anything else, we need to get our meat on so that can start cooking. Get your meat. You're going to set that. You can slice it up just a little bit if you like. Make sure your meat, your ribeye meat, is sliced thin. After you cut your meat in pieces, you're going to want to season your meat. Now it's really up to you how much you want your meat to cook. So you can cook it just a little bit, not too much. Now I'm going to cut up some mushrooms. It don't matter what kind of mushrooms you have. It can be dry mushrooms, any type of mushrooms. Just cut them up in little pieces. And this is optional. You do not have to add mushrooms to your Philly cheesesteaks. But I like mine cut up real small, like so. I'm going to add this to that, like so. I'm just going to add just a little bit of pepper. And just cook all of this until it gets brown. You'll see it starting to brown on each side, especially the onions and the bell peppers. Now all of this right here on this side is optional. If you just want steak and cheese on your Philly cheesesteak, that is up to you. After we finish, next we're going to be adding our bread, so stay prepared to that. And be ready to add your cheese. My personal favorite is pepper jack. Pepper jack cheese, hot cheese, flavorful, and that's what I'm going to add to my Philly cheesesteak in here in just a second. So I'm going to let that steak finish cooking up. Make sure you're flipping it on both sides. Most important part is letting it cook all the way through or to the way you like it. If you like it well done, medium well, cooking it to the way you like it. We're going to let these cook, then we'll be back after that to be ready for our bread and our cheese. Alright, as you can see, our steak is about done. I'm just going to flip that over one more time, and then we're going to throw our cheese on our steak. I like my steak well done. Just make sure you put it the way you like it. And our bread is about done, so I'm going to take our bread off. Set that on the plate. Let that finish cooking. Alright guys, you have seen the process of making one of America's very favorite Philly cheesesteak, home style, ZAIRE'S style. We all about satisfying to any appetite. So now we are at the testing table and I'm going to try out the Philly cheesesteak firsthand. Here we go. Looks good. I like that the meat is all the way done. Everything was done perfectly. I melted the cheese right on time. Now, I rate this overall video a 10 out of 10. Like, this was so good. This is one of my favorite videos to do. If you watch it to the end of this video, I want you to go to the comment section and put Philly cheesesteak, Zach Snack style. Put that in the comments right down below. And if you haven't already, go down below, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, which will be down below. And then go tell a family and friend about this video and go share this recipe and make it at home together. Now, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to my brother's channel. His information is also down in the description. Go eat your Philly cheesesteaks and have a great day. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.